Hello and welcome to the news in brief. In the headlines, NAGRAT declares nationwide strike. 15 million Ghana cedis worth of textbooks to go waste. NDC supporters in Aswasi protest re-election of Muntaka Mubarak. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah willing to partner Mahama as running mate. And South Africa steps up intelligence gathering to curb xenophobic attacks. I am William Ashali. The National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, has declared an indefinite nationwide strike over some issues it says have negatively affected the Ghanaian teacher over the past 3 years. Notable among the issues is the newly introduced human resource management system acquired by the Public Service Commission, which, according to the NAGRAT, has affected teachers in terms of their promotions, among other things. President of NAGRAT, Eric Angel Kabonu, declared the strike at a press conference in Accra.
That need teachers to be transferred to or posted to. That exercise is on hold. If the issues are solved today, we'll call off.
So it means indirectly, what are you telling the GS?
We are telling the government,
yes,
under which Public Services Commission comes,
yes,
to quickly call the Public Services Commission to the table to solve this matter.
The Ghana Book Publishers Association says about 15 million Ghana cedis worth of textbooks will go waste following the introduction of the new curriculum. According to the president of the association, Mr. Eric Ajari, a new directive to schools not to buy books designed according to the old curriculum was affecting the already fragile industry.
Related from our members, we are getting to about 15 million Ghana cedis now, and that's from just about maybe about 10 of our members. We are a 100 member association. So what happens if we pull it all together? And that's separate from what the booksellers also are claiming to have in their stock. So it could well be a very gargantuan figure.
What do you think could be done about this?
I don't know whether the government can come to our aid, because this is a very distressed industry.
Sympathizers of the disqualified parliamentary aspirant in the Aswasi constituency primaries of the NDC on Thursday afternoon locked up the party's office to register their displeasure with the rank and file of the party. The supporters, who burned car tires to press home their discontentment with the party's executives to disqualify Asiedu Mubarak.
Supporters of Mubarak maintains that his disqualification for the functional executive committee of the party is unfair and against the democratic tenets of the party. According to the General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, the decision to disqualify Mr. Mubarak followed the acceptance of the reports of the Committee for Settlement of Outstanding Disputes, which was chaired by the former Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Edward Doe Ajaho. The disqualification of Mubarak means that the incumbent Member of Parliament for the area, Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak, would go unopposed and, for that matter, stands elected as the parliamentary candidate for the Aswasi constituency.
The General Secretary of the Opposition National Democratic Congress, Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, says he is poised to partner the party's flag bearer, John Mahama, if he is chosen as running mate for the 2020 presidential elections. Mr. Asiedu Nketiah, who is affectionately called General Mosquito, says he will not put himself forward but is prepared to take up the challenge if selected.
Told me that it is a position you gladly take up if you are given, and I'm asking you, tell us, what is it that you will bring on board if you get that position? Because the people who follow you, who follow the NDC, the people Ghanaians are watching you, they're listening to you.
You want me to advertise for a position that is not contested? You understand?
You made that point already.
I've made that point, and I'm saying that if it is offered, I will accept it.
Okay.
And to our last story, South Africa says it is stepping up its intelligence gathering to reduce the spate of attacks that lead to the looting of shops and destruction of businesses belonging to foreigners in the country. The South African Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. Tapelo Mudamani, says the move is part of preemptive measures being adopted by the government to curtail the recurrent xenophobic attacks in the country.
Whenever there was public disorder and looting, they went to those shops. They never said, these are South African shops, we're not going to tackle them. They tackled them. They looted them.
For more news, log on to graphic.com.gh and follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic Ghana and on Twitter and YouTube at Graphic GH. My name is William Ashali. Thanks for watching.